For over a decade and a half, starting with my time as district attorney, I've been working with families affected by opioid abuse and with local leaders trying to curb this epidemic in our own communities. Back then, an average of 2 people a day were dying in Massachusetts alone. Now, tragically, it's almost 4. This is a uniquely American problem. Our country has less than 5% of the world's population, yet we consume over 80% of the world's opioids. Even closer to home, according to Massachusetts Department of Public Health, the top 5 counties with the highest per capita rates of opioid-related overdose deaths are in order: Barnstable, Plymouth, Dukes, Essex, and Bristol. All but Essex are in the 9th Congressional District. And the top 2, Barnstable and Plymouth, the average number of deaths per capita are almost double the state average. Another frightening statistic is the number of prescriptions for opioids currently being legally given in our country alone. Currently, there are 259 million opioid prescriptions written a year in America. That's enough for every adult to have a bottle of these dangerous and highly addictive painkillers. 1 bottle per every adult in America. The reality is this: the opioid crisis has brought a too often divided Congress together to take action. 2 of the several pieces of legislation I've sponsored to combat opioid abuse have now passed the House. The first requires the best practices for pain management and prescribing pain medication and making sure that doctors consider co-prescribing the overdose reversal drug naloxone along with the painkillers that they prescribe. The second funds drug take-back programs across the country. The passage of these bills is long overdue. Moving forward, we should pass 3 additional pieces of legislation I've introduced to address this opioid crisis. The Safe Prescribing for Veterans Act will decrease opioid overprescription among veterans by establishing a pain management education requirement for opioid prescribers at the Veterans Administration. The Stop Tampering Prescription Pharmaceutical Act, also known as the STOP Act, mandates the creation of tamper-resistant formulations for commonly abused painkillers, and the Co-Prescribing Saves Lives Act creates guidelines for co-prescribing naloxone and makes it more widely available and creates a grant program so that state departments of health have the resources to do the same. The bills just passed are a strong start, but there's no doubt that our work it's far from over. We must continue to attack this epidemic from every possible angle, and we must do it now.